Hello dear students, today I am going to discuss the SET-B question paper of Higher Secondary Part 2nd, Subject Physical Education for the session Biannual Summer Zone 2021 of JAMMU Division. I hope that this question paper is helpful for the coming annual regular exam in winter zone of Jammu and Kashmir Division along with summer zone annual regular 2022. What the important information I want to share with you that as per the notification of the Jammu and Kashmir Board of School Education granted concession of 30% marks and need to attempt only 70% marks out of the total marks allotted in the question paper. Due to this reason, the time allotted in the question paper has been reduced wide his notification number F academic C relax obliques syllabus dated 9th November 2021. Number 1. Question paper having 3 hours duration shall have to be attempted in 2 hours and 30 minutes only. Question paper having duration 2 hours and 30 minutes shall have to be attempted in 2 hours and 10 minutes only. Question paper having duration 2 hours shall have to be attempted in 1 hours and 40 minutes only. The zoology and botany question papers having allotted time of 1 hour and 30 minutes each shall have to be attempted in 1 hours and 15 minutes in each. Journal instructions. The question paper consists of 28 questions. Number 2. All questions are compulsory. Number 3. Section A. Questions are 1 to 16 carry 1 mark and or multiple choice questions. Number 4. Section B. Questions 17 to 24 carry 3 marks each and should not exceed 100 words. Number 5. Section C. Questions 25 to 28 carry 5 marks each and should not exceed 200 words. Section A. 1 marks each. Question number 1. Who introduced isokinetic exercises? Number 1. Perrin. Number 2. Hettinger and Muller. Number 3. D. Loney. Number 4. None of these. Answer is option number 1. Perrin. Question number 2. In fast continuous training method, duration of workout is approximately option first 30 to 40 minutes, second 15 to 30 minutes, third 40 to 50 minutes, fourth none of these. Answer is option second 15 to 30 minutes. Question number 3. Who introduced circuit training method? Option first Morgan and Adamson, second Glaciers, third O. S. Trent, fourth none of these. Answer is option first Morgan and Adamson. Question number 4. Interval training method was introduced by option first Waldmar and Greshels, number 2 Morgan and Adamson, number 3 O. S. Trent, fourth none of these. Answer is option first Waldmar and Greshler. Question number 5. Who defined sociology is a scientific study of society? Option first Ward. Option second Max Weber. Third Giddings. Fourth none of these. Answer is option first, ward. Question number 6. Which type of leader who holds the special excellence in particular area for the betterment of the groups of the following? Number option first, experts. Second, institutional leader. Third, born leader. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option third, born leader. Question number 7. Who defined the leader is one who has the power of authority? Option first, Allen. Second, H.T. Mazumdar. Third, P.M. Joseph. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option second, H.D. Mazumdar. Question number 8. Which country made physical education as compulsory subject for its citizens? Option first, England. Second, Germany. Third, America. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option second, Germany. Question number 9. Pure water has a pH value. Option first, more than 7. Second, less than 7. Third, equal to 7. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option third, equal to 7. Question number 10. Consumption of pure impure water causes number 1, diarrhea. Second, jaundice. Third, cholera. Fourth, all of these. Answer is option fourth, all of these. What is the quantity of solid dissolved by consumptions of 1 liter of pure water? Option first, 500 to 1000 milligram. Second, 100 to 500 milligram. Third, 1100 to 1500 milligram. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option fourth, none of these. Question number 12. The presence of nitrogen oxide in air causes option first, a respiratory problem. Second, pneumonia. Third, internal bleeding. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, a respiratory problem. Question number 13. Length of long jump pit is option first, 10 meter. Second, 9 meter. Third, 8 meter. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option second, 9 meter. Question number 14. Length of cricket bat is option first, 35 inches. Second, 38 inches. Third, 40 inches. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option second, 38 inches. Question number 15. Length of cricket pitch is option first, 22 yards. Second, 28 yards. Third, 20 yards. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, 22 yards. Question number 16. Length of table tennis table is option first, 274 centimeter. Second, 280 centimeter. Third, 270 centimeter. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, 274 centimeter. Now, section B. Each question carry 3 marks. Question number 17. Describe the exercises through which an athlete can develop strength. This question is related to chapter number 2, training methods. The answer may be, first of all, give the introductions. There are various sports training methods. The basic components of physical fitness, such as endurance, strength, speed, and flexibility, can be developed through different training methods. Strength development has two methods and three exercises methods. Number 1, circuit training method. Number 2, weight training methods. Then exercises methods. There are three exercises methods. Number 1, isometric exercises. Number 2, isokinetic exercises. Number 3, isotonic exercises. Explain the training methods and exercises method into few words. Or what is periodization and how can you distribute the sports training for a year into a period? This question is also related to chapter number 2, training methods. First of all, we discuss introduction. Periodization is a systematic planning of physical training. The aim is to reach the best possible performance in the most important competition of the year. Periodization is most widely used in resistance program designed to avoid overtraining and to systematically alternate high loads of the training decreased loading phases. To improve components of muscular fitness, sports training programs are developed through a series of training periods. Sports training programs are developed through series of training periods. Number 1, there are three training periods such as number 1, mesocycle, number 2, macrocycle, number 3, microcycle. Then periodizations. It is distributed the sports training program into periods so as to systematically prepare and develop the sports program as well as skills, moral trails and will quality for the forthcoming competitions. The cycle has three parts. Number 1, preparatory period. Period has three phases. Number 1, phase first. Second, phase second. Third, phase third. Number 2, competition period. Number 3, transitional periods or off season. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 18. Explain in detail the Fartlek training with a diagram. This question is related to chapter number 2, training methods. The answer may be, first of all, the introduction. Fartlek is a Swedish term which means speed play. This method of training was introduced by O. Strand and Gosta Hellner. Fartlek is a form of road running or cross-country running in which a runner usually changes the pace significantly during the run. However, the average runner can also benefit from the simplified form of Fartlek training. Fartlek is similar to interval training in that short fast runs alternate with slow running or jogging in recovery intervals. However, Fartlek training running is performed on the road or on the parkland or bushy track. In Fartlek training method, course is selected as it should be hills, river beds, forest, muddy roads, grassy ground and sandy path extra. Self-discipline plays an important role in Fartlek method. The appropriate distance covered is 10 to 20 km. The duration should be kept around 1 to 2 hours. The athlete should carry water as well as safety tools for emergency. Then draw the diagram of Fartlek training. Advantages. Few advantages of Fartlek training method are as listed below. Number 1, the athlete is free to experiment with his pace and endurance. Number 2, the athlete can concentrate on feeling the pace and their physical response to it. Disadvantages. Few disadvantages of Fartlek training area are as listed below. Number 1, Fartlek training method may cause accident as a path is not or pre-planned. Number 2, actual track is missing which used for competitions. Question number 19. Explain the importance of sports sociology. This question is related to chapter number 3, Sociological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. In physical education, sociology has a great importance. It is specifically focuses on the relationship between sports and society. Some of the problems can be solved through the programs of physical education and sports. Some importances of sociology in the field of physical education which are useful for players and athletes are as listed below. Number 1, discipline. Number 2, cooperation. 3, behavior. 4, tolerance. 5, regularity. 6, sincerity. 7, friendship. 8, dutifulness. 9, character. 10, morality. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 20. Describe games and sports as man's cultural heritage. This question is also related to chapter number 3, Sociological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. Though the origin of sports is lost in antiquity, it is quite certain that physical activity has been a part of life. Even primitive man, hunting, fishing, hurling missiles were activities on which his survival depended. Such activities become more of play and become a part of the culture of the tribes. Games and sports and physical activities persisted despite the rise of ancient civilization, become strongly embedded in the history of civilization as cultural heritage, which was passed on from one generation to another. Today, games and sports have emerged as a universal cultural phenomena. It is therefore becomes imperative forces to all of us to travel down the historical lane and tries to trace the roots of games and sports in various parts of the world, or briefly explain the qualities of a leader. This question is also related to chapter number 3, Sociological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. Progress in any field depends upon the quality of profession leadership available. In ancient times, it was admitted that leaders are born. For example, the son of king will become a king after his death, whether he may have qualities to become a king, but nowadays this is not applicable. Any person born in any family can become leader depending upon his qualities or abilities. In fact, a personality of leader is combination of qualities. What generally the following qualities of leader are as listed below. Qualities of leader. Number 1, intelligent. 2, dutifulness. Number 3, cooperative. Number 4, sympathetic behavior. Number 5, good personality. Number 6, emotionally balanced. Number 7, honest. Number 8, sincerity. Number 9, regularity. Number 10, punctual. Explain all these qualities into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 21. Briefly explain any two essential elements of sports environment. This question is related to chapter number 5, Sports and Environment. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. Health is the basis of human life. Only a healthy individual can reach at the apex of success. Bacon says that a healthy body is the guest of house for the soul and the den for the weak and diseased. Essential elements of sports environment are as listed under. Number 1. Safe drinking water. 2. Low level of noise. 3. Clean air. Number 4. Low level of radioactive radiation. 5. Sanitary surroundings. Explain all these points into 2 through 3 lines. Question number 22. Describe the role of media in making positive sports environment. This question is related to chapter number 5, Sports and Environment. The answer may be, first of all, give the introduction. The competition of sports along with aesthetic appeal of some sports result in popularity of people attending to watch sports being played. This lead to the specific phenomena through broadcast mediums including radio, television and internet broadcast. Today, media plays an important role to promote any type of game. There is an old saying that money makes the mayor go. The development of sports and games too has relation with the economy of the country. Role of the media. Media plays their role in positive way. The games and sports environment created in the following ways. Number 1. Popularity of the game. 2. Role of different media. 3. Freedom to media. 4. Strong media. 5. Positive role of media. 6. Media provide job opportunity. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 23. Draw a sector of shot put and explain the techniques used in shot put. This question is related to concept of major games and sports, chapter number 7. The answer may be, first of all, draw the field view of the shot put sector with its measurement. Then, techniques of shot put. Few techniques of shot put are as listed below. Number 1. Holding. 2. Placement. 3. Stance. 4. T formation. 5. Kick and glide. 6. Delivering action. 7. Follow through. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Or draw a neat and clean pit of long jump and explain its techniques. This question is also related to chapter number 7, Concept of Major Games and Sports. First of all, draw a field view of long jump pit with its measurement. Then, techniques of long jump. Few techniques of long jump are as listed below. Number 1. Approach. 2. Takeoff. 3. Flight. 4. Landing. Explain all these techniques into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 24. Explain the history of basketball and also explain its rules. This question is also related to chapter number 7, Concept of Major Games and Sports. The answer may be History of Basketball. The game of basketball as we know it today was introduced by Dr. James Naismith, a physical education instructor at YMCA College in Springfield in December 1891 to conditioning young athletes during cold. He divided his class of 18 into two teams of 9 players each and set about to teach them its basics of his new game. The objective of the game was to throw the basketball into the fruit basket nailed to the lower railing of the gym. Was played in the Springfield on March 11, 1892. The game became established fairly quickly, becoming very popular as the 20th century. The first inclusion of basketball in the Berlin Olympic Games in 1936. The first title was won by the US national team. The first championship was held in Argentina in 1950. In India, the credit to make this game popular goes to YMCA Madras and Punjab. Now this is one of the most popular game in India. Rules of basketball game. Few rules of basketball game are as listed below. Two team players try to score points by tossing the ball. Number 2, the players used only their hands to control the ball. 3, players are not allowed to run while holding the ball. 4, there are two officials inside the court who regulates the rules of the game. 5, free throw or count of 1 point. Section C. Each question carry 5 marks. Question number 25. Define physical fitness. Explain the importance of physical fitness. This question is related to chapter number 1, physical fitness. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. Physical fitness is the ability of a person to live a full and balanced existence. The totally fit person possesses physical well-being, but also qualities such as good human relations, maturity, and high ethical standard. He or she also satisfies such as love, affection, security, and self-respect. Physical fitness is to the human body what a fine tuning is to an engine. It enables us to perform up to our potential. Fitness can be described as a condition that helps us for better look, pleasant feel, and do our best. Importance of physical fitness. Few importances of physical fitness are as listed below. Number 1, improves your health. 2, reduce the risk of several diseases. 3, quality of life improved. 5, muscles and bones become strong. 5, reduce the risk of cancer. 6, improves the respiratory systems. 7, reduce the risk of diabetes. 8, improve your cardiovascular. 9, reduce obesity. 10, reduce high blood pressure. Or explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines, or describe the components of physical fitness. This question is also related to chapter number 1, physical fitness. First of all, introduction. There are 5 components of physical fitness. They are directly or indirectly interrelated with each other in different ways. What under well-planned program, exercise is put in such order that all the components develop simultaneously. Each component has its own importance in different games and sports. Components. 5 components of physical fitness are as listed below. Number 1, strength. Then types of strength. There are 2 types of strength: static strength, dynamic strength. Dynamic strength has 3 types: maximum strength, explosive strength, then strength endurance. Then main point number 2, speed. Speed has 3 types. Number 1, reaction time. 2, acceleration. 3, speed of movement. Main point number 3, endurance. Endurance has 2 types. Number 1, short term or anaerobic or muscular endurance. Number 2, long term or aerobic or cardiovascular endurance. Number 4, flexibility has two types. Number 1, active flexibility. Active flexibility has two types. Number 1 is static flexibility and dynamic flexibility. The main point of flexibility is, second point is passive flexibility. Number 5, coordination ability. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines with the example. Question number 26. Explain the need and importance of moral education. This question is related to chapter number 4. The answer may be. The name of the chapter is Moral Education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. We often hear people around us grumble that the world in every bad shapes. There is much of corruptions, merciless killings, exploitations, a lot of casteisms and communalisms, terrorisms, global unrest, mutual hatred, and a total crisis of character. Man, machines, and money are the modern day trinity. Morality is casualty. Need. Few needs of moral education are as listed below. Number 1, give respect to others. 2, teach moral values and virtues. 3, eradicate all evils from the roots. 4, maintain peace on earth. 5, preserve your culture. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Then importances. Few importances of moral education are as listed below. 1, ready set of values. 2, intellectual power. 3, right choice. 4, present generation. 5, give respect to others. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 27. Define sports medicine. Explain the importance of sports medicine. This question is related to chapter number 8, sports medicine, first aid and rehabilitation. The answer may be, sports medicine, also known as a sport and exercises medicine. Medicine is a branch of medicine that deals with physical fitness, treatment, and preventions of injuries related to sports and exercises. Importances of sports medicine. Few importances of sports medicine are as listed below. Number 1, physical fitness. 2, study of various sciences. 3, dress and equipment. 4, knowledge about balanced diet. 5, knowledge of environmental factor. 6, first aid. 7, rehabilitation. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 28. Describe the elements of yoga. This question is related to chapter number 6, yoga. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. There are 8 elements of yoga in Yoga Sutras. These are called 8-fold paths or right steps through which ultimate goal of yoga can be achieved. That is union of our soul to the Supreme Soul. The practice of each element is very important for the attainment of the goal of yoga. After getting efficiency in any one of the element, we should proceed to the next element. Elements of yoga. There are 8 elements of yoga. The detail of yoga elements are as listed below. Number 1, yam. Yam consists of 5 moral codes of conduct. Number 1, non-violence or ahimsa. Second, truthfulness or satya. Third, non-stealing or asatya. Fourth, celibacy or brahmacharya. 5, non-equitiveness or aparigraha. Number 2, niyam. Niyam has 5 moral codes of conduct. Number 1, cleanliness or sucha. Second, contentment or santosh. Third, austerity or taps. Fourth, self-study or sabhadya. 5, surrender to God or Ishvara pramidhana. Number 3, posture or asana. 4, breath control or pranayam. 5, discipline or pratihara. 6, concentration or dharana. 7, meditation or dhyana. 8th, samadhi or self-realizations. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines, or define yoga and explain the importance of yoga. This question is also related to chapter number 6, Yoga. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. It is a universal truth that modern age is a age of stress, tension and anxiety. Nowadays, most of the person have not been leading a happy and fruitful life. Everybody rich or poor is not happy in the present day of life. Kin Howard has rightly said it is a pretty hard to tell what does bring happiness, poverty and wealth. What both have failed. Only yoga can bring peace and happiness in their lives. Importance of yoga. The following point clearly shows the importance of yoga. Number 1, physical purity. 2, cure and prevention from diseases. 3, mental tension reduced. 4, beautification of the body. 5, provides relaxation. 6, helps to keep correct posture of the body. 7, yoga performed easily. 8, spiritual development. 9, flexibility increase. 10, obesity reduced. 11, health improves. 12, moral and ethical values enhances. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. In the end, in nutshell, it can be concluded that yoga is very significant for the human being, especially in present day life. An individual can attain perfect health and he can lead a happy, contented and fruitful life if he performs yogic exercise regularly. Thanks and have a good day.